Yo, hello my people, this is Ziomek, and I have totally forgot about this video. So this was suggested like 2 months ago by Rodney. Thank you, he suggested me a lot of stuff and I barely reacted to anything. Okay, so yeah, I finally got here and I am I say how I'm from Eastern Europe, but that's what other people say about my country. But actually when you look on the map, actually there's a city in my country that is right in the middle of Europe. But still, for some reason, when people hear me or when I show them where Lithuania is, it's really close to Ukraine and Russia, and they say nope, it's Eastern Europe. But it's actually not, but it kinda is. So I still put it in my title. But this video was made actually in Lithuania. It's a famous Lithuanian actor, Matas Repšys, I think that's his name. So yeah, he's the guy in the middle, that's his video. And I've seen it so many years ago. It's made in Lithuanian and in Lithuania, in my country. And I remember that it has a lot of views. Like for my country, it crazy a lot of views because people from all the world is watching. Okay, let's see. I forgot what was in this one, so let's go.
Hello, and welcome to the Eastern European Men's School. Not everyone is born a man. Some unfortunate people is born as a weak man, gay or woman. So if you're like...
Okay, before you go any further, I want to say that there actually are people that look like this in my country. But most of them don't even know Lithuanian. They speak Russian and they are here still from that time when my country was in Soviet Union. So it's hard to find people that dress like that, but there still is some.
To born as a real man, this is a place for you. This is our top-notch facilities. Here we grow our muscles and our balls, not literally of course.
And there is actually, is it called gym? Do you call this place gym? Well, there are places like that still. In similar place I used to play table tennis. Bigger, but everything looked same, I would say, or almost same.
This is our top-notch facilities. Here we grow our muscles and our balls, not literally of course. In the background, you can see how 4 men is kicking one punching bag.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Actually, strongest man in the world for a long time was Lithuanian. For like 10 years, his name is Žydrūnas Savickas, so there is a sportsman competition where all the strongest people from all the world come together and they do all those challenges to prove who is the best one. And he won it like 10 times in a row. Arnold Schwarzenegger shook his hand so many times because that's what's the prize. But yeah, and I've seen when I was little something like this happen when people, guys in three-striped Adidas beat on some helpless victim. That's awful, but I've seen that.
Not literally, of course. In the background, you can see how 4 men is kicking one punching bag that is already lying on the floor. Fighting this way is more efficient and less time consuming than fighting one-on-one. You and you. Stop! Stop! Блядь! In the school, we're gonna teach you how.
And by the way, I want to say that a lot of young people in my country speaks English. A lot of old people, like most, if not all old people, like I would say 40 and older, they speak only Russian and they speak just almost perfect Russian. But when there's people between 30 and 40, they speak only Lithuanian, I would say. And then people like my age or younger, they speak English like I, or even better. Like I was awful student. I never learned any English in school. I learned all of it on internet. That's also how my brother learned it, because when I was 10 years old, it was only then that I got my first lessons in English, and I already could talk a bit of English. So yeah, I don't know why I said that.
In the school, we're gonna teach you how to choose a fighting opponent. He must be weaker than you, smaller than you, or a woman. Be open-minded. Woman can be as good fighting opponent as a man. It's her problem, she's weak, not yours. Now, we're gonna show you how to start a fight. You need a reason, okay guys? Show us.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
No.
Bam! Okay, very good, very good. One more.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
Yes, where you go?
What? That doesn't mean.
Yes.
Are you gay?
Bam! Okay, very good, very good. Okay.
Actually, all those people look more like Russians than Lithuanians. Or like they really like to drink, because average Lithuanian doesn't look like that, even though it's made in Lithuania.
Yes.
Are you gay?
Bam! Okay, very good, very good. Okay, one more, one more.
Hey, you have a cigarette?
Yes, where you go?
What? That doesn't mean.
No.
Why?
I don't like mint.
But I like me. Do you want to say I'm gay?
Bam, bam, bam! Very good. You saw one of the common technique how to start a fight. Asking for a cigarette. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Outside, we have driving course where we can practice drunk driving safely. Why drunk? Because it is fun, baby. Ah, well, not for him anymore. That's why we asked to pay in advance. This is our...
Oh yeah, okay. Fact about drinking. Actually, my country for a very long time was #1 in the world, or #2 in alcohol consuming. Like, I think we were called the most drunk country in the world. Yes. If you compared percentages, there way more Lithuanians were drinking compared to Russians. And people say that Russians are the biggest drinkers. Like, I've seen old guys like 60, 70 years old, well, not guys anymore, who, like, I don't drink much, but I like sometimes. I am not gonna lie. So, you know, you just do shots, I don't know, like that. And there's always in every family one person who is like, no, what is the small amount? No, thank you. And then he takes out his big cup, like this big, and he just pours, it can be even vodka, and he, I don't know, he takes full cup, drinks it in one sip, goes to sleep, comes back in a few hours, does the same. And like, if not everyone, most of the families have that one person. So, and yeah, also Lithuania was, I don't know if it still is, but it was #1 country in suicides. Yeah, not Japan. We don't need any forests like that. We just kill ourselves. That's awful. Also, we were #1 in lasers. And one last thing, we were always one of the best countries in basketball. Like, since our country became independent back in '91, we even defeated USA a few times, you know.
That's why we asked to pay in advance. This is our film class. Here we are watching films and learn from them. At this moment, guys are watching new Lithuanian hit Redirected. Awesome film with tits and shooting and gangsters. I had a role in it. Watch. Instead of money, they gave...
That movie. I've seen this movie. It's actually not a bad movie. It was the most expensive movie made in Lithuania ever. And the thing is, it was just a copy of Guy Ritchie movies like Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels or Snatch. If you've seen those, this is exactly the same except worse. And it shows that, and in that movie, even though Lithuanians made it, it still shows Lithuanians like Russians. Like we don't have anything original. We are Russians and that's it. That's what this movie tells foreigners. For I don't know.
I had a role in it. Watch. Instead of money, they gave me this. And now we're gonna show you one of the sample techniques how to pick up chicks in the public transportation, okay? Loretka, Maxim,
So, do you like sexual intercourses?
and bam! She's wet. You see how she's sliding down off her chair. Good job, Maxim, good job. One more. Now we're gonna show you how to pick up chicks in the street. Maxim, Loretka, oh, come on.
So, do you like sexual intercourses?
Bam! She's wet, she's lying down. Молодец, Maxim. This is the place where we relax after.
And there are slots like that in my country. There are people who actually come here just for sex. There is, right? Right? Yeah, I would agree.
So, do you like sexual intercourses?
Bam! She's wet, she's lying down. Молодец, Maxim. This is the place where we relax after lessons and drink vodka. Most of these drinkings end up in the fight. This is Eastern Europe and Men's School. We have branches in Poland, Latvia, Russia, Estonia, Slovakia. Visit our website www.coolmanschool.com. In case you're wondering what I'm drinking, this is mineral water Vytautas. Gives you energy and shit.
Yeah, so that Vytautas mineral water, that's like that is this video is ad for that water, and fingers for a little bit of time that water was even in USA, you know. Ball brothers, D'Angelo and Lamelo came to Lithuania, to my country, and they played for one of our worst teams, and they just talked how Lithuania is shit because they lived in a small village. They thought that all of my country is like that, and they made a deal with Vytautas, something like that, that mineral water. Who cares? Okay, I talked a lot. Now I got tired. I think that's enough for today. So thank you for watching, and keep suggesting. Like I said, it can be music, but it doesn't have to be music. I like to do variety of stuff. And by the way, this video makes it look like my country is Russia. No, it's totally different country. Trust me. Even if I sound Russian. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.